Big shout out to Dynamic Machine of Detroit for sponsoring this video and the channel. Today we're gonna go deep with the thread mill, of course. Now, at first glance, I couldn't fully appreciate how awesome this tool was, but for the first time in world history, the imperial system finally makes more sense than the metric system because imperial threads are all rated in threads per inch. So if your inserts are all 1 inch away from each other, then one thread mill can do every single thread. And because we only have 3 threads engaged at one time, this will chatter a lot less than your standard multi-tooth thread mill. If you could make one this long, it would chatter like crazy, and it's going to be 3 times faster than your standard single flute thread mill. So it's kind of a win-win here. Even if you have to go in and take a finished pass after roughing with this, you're still going to be 1/3 quicker than your single tooth thread mill. So it's actually really easy to use. I want to hop over to my computer and show you kind of how a bunch of technologies kind of came together for this video. It's super easy to grab the model off the internet and do all this yourself. So let's hop over to my computer. I'm going to show you how I program this and how it works, because it's actually super easy. This video is going to be like 3 minutes long.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, wow, cool, at my computer, not a big deal. All right, so this thread mill right here, if you go and look it up on ISCAR's website, this is what you will see, right? They'll give you a nice little fancy picture. They'll show you all the possibilities over here. And then right here, you will see they show you a 3D model. Now, you can do the light version or the detailed version, but I don't need all this. I don't need the pocket geometry for this. It's totally not needed. We want light, because we want just the spinning body for simulation. So we're gonna download that. You'll see I got it right there. In SolidWorks, File, Open, Downloads. As you can see here, this is not my first attempt. Yes, import diagnostics, found nothing. That's great. Now, first thing you're gonna do if you're working Imperial is go from millimeters to inch, thus the few attempts, because I always forget to do that. Now, if you look at how our model comes in here, you'll see it's multiple bodies. This won't work. We just want one for our simulation. So up here, we can search for options in SolidWorks, and we are gonna look up combine and hit enter. Now, we just need to drag and drop over all of our bodies here, select OK, and now we've got this thing down here which is combine, which is just everything all at once. Then tools, SolidCAM, toolkit, new tool library, tool components. We are now going to say import tool assembly from CAD. That is the right option, yes. Generate as a milling tool. We're going to click on combine. We are then going to say change to milling cutter, change to thread mill. Okay. Now at this point, we are going to want to drag this over to our cutters here and just make sure everything's right. Now we have a number of flutes on this tool. That's actually 3. The thread cutting length, we can actually get off their website. Should be LU plus PDX. So from here to here is 3.350. Thread cutting, 3.350. Number of teeth, we are just going to want to say 1. Because all we really care about is the tooth at the bottom. If we wanted to program for 2 teeth for some reason, then we'd want to put 2 teeth there. But really, the other 2 teeth, when you program this tool, you just want to forget about them. You don't want to care that they're there. You don't want to focus on them. You know they're there, and they're going to help you, but don't worry about accommodating for them. Now, before we hit OK and get out of this, I want to show you one cool thing. You have the ability to put the hyperlink for the tool right here, which I just saved it. So yes, I can put the hyperlink for the tool right there, and now your programmer can give your machinist on the floor a program where they can look up the tool, go to the website really quickly, see its feeds and speeds, double check the programmer, because who knows what the programmer's thinking. That's not on the floor and touching the machine in real life. It's like every shop I go to that works like that works like that. So yeah, give your machinist a little bit of leeway there. Put the hyperlink in there. Anywho, Now we can save and exit. So then if we go to Tools, SolidCAM, I've already programmed with it. We're not going to go through too much of that. Maybe some cam parts, block with 4 holes. Now all I did here to bring that tool into this project was go to my toolkit here. Okay, when I select this guy right here, you'll see Tool Components 9. That's my most recently added one that I just did. I know that because it counts it numerically. If I open that, I can see my combine right here, all that fun stuff. I can then drag it over and all that. So that's all you have to do to get to where I'm at here. Then I drew a model, popped 4 holes in it. That's what you see over here being machined. And let's take a look at this guy right here. So this is what I think is super cool. We are threading 3 inches deep. Now 3 inches deep is deeper than I've ever gone personally. So that is super impressive that that thread can go that deep, and we only have to do 1 inch of it. So let's take a look at what you have to worry about when making this happen. So you have your levels page. This is the only thing I would say is confusing about using this tool. Is your upper level is going to be from your Z0, which is the top. That's how I did it anyways. So that's going to be a negative number in Z. And then your thread depth from there is going to be a positive number. Now, if you want to change the pitch of your thread, all you have to do is go into your tool right here and change your pitch. It's a 1/8 pitch thread, so I put 0.125 in there. That's it. When you watch this tool run, you saw that only the bottom was programmed. But look at what this bad boy does. So that is it for today's video. Super short.
You sure about that?
Super simple, easy topic, cool tool, easy to simulate. Honestly, that one checks all the boxes in my opinion. If you are doing any deep threads, I honestly think you are crazy if you don't have this tool at your shop. It is always going to be faster, even if you take a finish pass. And again, it's just super easy to use. And you can go deeper than you've ever gone before. I've personally never gone 3 inches deep. So for someone who's never gone 3 inches deep, that's actually super cool, right? To achieve that in life, because I never thought I would. All right, well anyways, that's it for our video today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Also subscribe if you can stand the sound of my voice.
Stand the sound of my voice.
Probably just ruined that. And other than that, I hope you have a good day.